Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Goblin Marine doing a week 4 recap of Holy League. I think that's the week I'm on. Let me check real quick. So I apologize for being so busy that this has slipped. I really meant to stay on top of these, and then things came up with my kids. My wife's been out of town and stuff. So yep, I've got a week 3 recap. So this is on to week 4. That is correct. So, starting out, we have Earthquake Vipers 3-1 over Maximum Ogre Drive. Those Ogres are getting started slow. Noblar stole the MVP. Why's he got to be such a hog? But this Elf, taking MVP, 22. So he was at 17. He'd already leveled before that MVP. So let's look at how much SBP we got. 8 for the Ogres. Windbreaker, hopefully that's an Ogre scoring. More Elf SPP. We're at 21 this game. So, dice rolls. Elves getting a lot of ones. Getting a lot of ones. Not doing passes very well. Not doing catches very well. Picking up like Agi 3, but other than that, doing elf things despite the ones. Blocks being alright. Lots of these, which if are rolled against ogres, the defender stumbles are great. If rolled against the Noblars, they don't really do anything. A little light on pals, but not terrible. The ogres. Boneheads were a little bit high, but when you're rolling 72 boneheads, that can happen. Dodge is working out all right if they are Noblars. That's okay. That's not bad at all. Injury is pretty high. Wake ups, not a lot of guys getting up. They wanted to stay down. No intercepts, 50% pickups, landings not great. Inaccurate passes. Oh, those might be teammates. Catches doing all right. A leap. That's an interesting choice. I don't know if that was a star player. Block dice working out all right. I don't know how many of these elves have dodge. So statistics. 32 blocks to 26. No injuries for the ogres. That's really sad. I mean, like I know that these are high elves, but that's rough for ogres when they can't get a single removal. LA Lionhearts taking it 2-0 over Domini Muti Gits. This appears to not be Scam Bammer's team because they don't all have leap. Hail Mary pass. Yes. Yes, yes. I think I think you posted on my YouTube that you made a Hail Mary pass. Let's see what that comment was, and I'll read that. Yeah, it says I did a Hail Mary pass 85 yards, caught by an opposing player. Then they passed it back down and scored. I don't know if that was this week or last week. This one has no replay, or I would check it out. So I'll check your replay next time. Mini Moody gets. Not in the face, please, versus Unexpected Party. 1-2, the Dwarves taking it over the Woodies. That's got to be down to tackle. 53 blocks to 38, 4 injuries to 0. You know, that happens when you've got Thick Skull and AV9. Elves only getting a pass and a touchdown on top of their MVP going to a War Dancer, which is okay, but he'd already leveled. Well, I guess he already had his skill, so he didn't level. That's a fair bit of SPP. 19 SPP for Dwarves with Gloin going from 13 to 24. He is a glory hog. Gloin being a glory hog. All right, Dice, let's see how many failed dodges the Elves had. Dodges, 70%. That's not good at all. That's rough. That's a fair number of ones. That's a good deal. I mean, you got a lot of 6s too, but you got a good number of 1s. Block dice coming up pals though. I guess not as much as both downs. But if you look at 14 each, you were light on pushes and skulls traded for both downs. Took 2 of them with many pushes. Rerolled 1. That's a lot of both downs on that block. Man. I'm assuming those weren't really on block players if you didn't take them. Or that you wanted to push the dwarfs off. Alright, so how are the dwarf dice? Also not great. Go for it's at 71%. What? Go for it's in the snow, basically. Maybe it was snowing. I don't know. That's a good question. Dodges at 33. That's kind of what you expect. Catches at 66. That's working. I mean, clearly something worked for these dwarves to win 2-1 over elves. That's a big game for those dwarves. Kane's Night Witches were Great Balls of Ice. Great Balls of Ice taking it, leveling up on the MVP. Armor break's pretty even. Norse threw twice as many blocks and got the same number of injuries and almost the same number of armor breaks. Feels bad, man. There's at least one AV7 player on this team because the Witch has it, but feels bad. Getting more SPP for the Norse, though. 13 to 10. This is a low SPP game all around. Dice rolls. Elves did all right. They had a number more sixes or more ones and sixes, but plenty of good dice along the way. Block dice were terrible. Block dice were terrible. I'm calling this a dicing for the elves. That's a ton of skulls. But they didn't have to take any, so that's not bad. Poor old Norse getting pretty balanced dice, actually. That's a lot of pushes, but a lot of pows, and defender stumbles also. Numbered dice. I hate that it does that. Wild animal. I hope that this 46% wild animal was not with him throwing a block every turn. I hope that he didn't hate you that much. Jump up's working for those berserkers. Wake up's right on par. Pickups not great, but not terrible for Agi 3. And I think their throwers have pass instead of sure hands, so feels bad, man. Catch is not working out great, but doing 100% dodges and 100% go for it's not bad. Way to do it, Great Balls of Ice. Leapers of Faith versus Frenzied Holy Leapers or something. So this is a Kislev off. Second skill for Witchfinder General. All right. Not second skill for Pyotr the Untrustworthy. 2-1, 12 armor breaks versus 5. How many blocks were thrown? Twice as many blocks thrown for the Holy Frenzied Leapers versus Leapers of Faith. Twice as many blocks, way more removals, and a kill. Ouch! 14, 21 SPP versus a mere 12. That's unfortunate. I don't know who that death was on, but I'm assuming that got taken care of by our holy medics. Leapers of Faith getting not bad dice. Holy Frenzied Leapers looks like they didn't roll dice and did roll block dice. So they traded the numbered dice for the block dice, and it seems to have worked out better. Forced to take a skull on a 1 die. Forced to take a both down after re-rolling the skulls. Man, that is some painful block dice the Leapers of Faith got. And the Holy Frenzied Leapers just rolled POWs all day. That's a lot of knockdowns on this stuff. I mean, clearly the removals did it. Clearly out-removing your opponent did it. So, good on you, Holy Leapers, or Holy Frenzied Leapers. Green Elves versus Expletive Deleted. Picking it up on the thrower, who is now going to get some other skill. Oh no! I hope there wasn't more than one death. No, just the one kill. So, hopefully this guy came back because he stole the MVP and leveled on it. So, hopefully the catcher in the hat is still around. The catcher in the hat stole all the SPP this game. Hopefully he was still around. Only getting 3 SPP, not on that guy. So he was at 8, and he went up to 20. The Orc's getting lots and lots of SPP. You know, you're at 18 SPP for Orcs is a good day. Lots of injuries, but not twice as many blocks, but lots of blocks. How are the Elves' dice? They were fine. Pickups were garbage. Passes, I don't know what ranges those were at, but they could have been a little bit worse than normal. Take root seems to have not wanted to work as well as it should have, but did okay. Leap's working out. Not bad block dice, but not great. You know, lacking a little on the defender stumbles, but not terrible. Green Elves block dice were also below. Not really. I guess they got a lot of dice up here. I don't know if the push pals can get put to use, but the both downs probably got put to use. 1 both down, 2, 3 both downs, 4, 5 both downs, 6 both downs and a skull on a 1 die. That's not bad for as many dice as he threw. And I know that, yeah, the replay's gone. I don't know what's up with the replays. They're gone. Otherwise, I'd have delved into that because he wanted me to take a look at it. Lumberjack Lap Dancers for Siberian Hopscotch Mafia. 3-1 for the Pro Elves. Leveling up the Thrower on the MVP. Not leveling up the Blitzer on the MVP. I guess he leveled before that. 10 armor breaks to 11, so lots of blocks. That was a bashy game. Equal on KOs and injuries. But a few more blocks thrown for the Hopscotch Mafia. SPP? Whoa. Only 23. Only 23 for the Elves. And only 14 for the Kislev. 7, 13, 16, 17, 22, 23. Yep. Only 23. Not breaking 30. The Elves got a little bit rough dice. They're a little short on sixes to balance them out. But otherwise not terrible. Black dice are about right. About 12 of everything and twice as many pushes. Not bad. Kislev got decent dice. Decent. Not great. Wake ups after KO were just terrible, though. That was just terrible. Got a few more skulls, but also a few more defender stumbles. But these are elves. They probably have some dodge. But 3-1 for the elves. Good score for them. Operation U-Tree versus Holy Moonsault. We got to see how many leaps succeeded. Picking up another goblin level. Uh-oh. Leveled. No, he did not level on the MVP. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, because he's got strip. So now he's got a second skill. 4-2. 43 blocks to 17. Through almost 3 times as many. Lots of injuries and a kill. Man, Underworld taking a beating. Oh, no. We have another 30 SPP game. 10, 11, 13, 17, 24, 30. With this guy picking up 10 of it. Man. How are the dice? Those are balanced. Those are fair and balanced. Let me just roll 22 POWs with like roughly 15 of everything else. Let me just roll 22 POWs. Perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. I'm just going to roll 50% extra POWs over what I was supposed to. No biggie. No biggie. 1 POW was doubled up all game. There were some doubles and triples of the push POWs, but 1 set of doubled POWs. Poor Underworld. Got decent block dice, except I don't think they can use the both downs. I don't know if they have a lot of if they have both of their blitzers. All right, crap dice for a team that does things on 3 pluses. That's pretty bad. Low on the 6s, low in the middle, high on the end. What? Take that back. Take that back. Lots of 5s. Catches were 80%. That's good. Landings 33%. If they're Agi 3, that's I think it's a 50% landing. That sounds right. So this is low, unless they're in tackle zones. Dodges, right there at Agi 3. Going for it were not good. Not good. Leaps, 40% leaps. I think you're supposed to be making 50% leaps. So, or no, you're supposed to be making 66% leaps once you got very long legs. We'll check. We'll check and see how many of that he's got. Really stupid. Not quite as good. Made a lot of loner rolls. Passed all the hungry, so the thing never ate a goblin, never tried to eat a goblin. 100% inaccurate passes for all those throw teammates. Oh, man. Poor Underworld. So now we're going to step to week 4, or week 5. Week 5. Leapers of Faith versus Maximum Ogre Drive. Taking it 3-1. Big Bob leveling and then MVPing. Throwing twice as many blocks, getting the same number of armor breaks. Feels bad, man, but I guess Noblars are easier to break. Got more injuries. Hopefully that death was a Noblar who's still with us. Leveling up Father Imperius on that MVP. 5 passes. 5 passes. We're going to elf this. We're going to elf up in here, and we're going to farm for SPP. Do it with passes. Ogre's getting 14 SPP to 23 for the Kislev. Not quite Breaking 30 with elf numbers, but getting good numbers. Pretty good dice if you do things on 3 pluses, if I don't say so. Pretty good block dice too. Lots of 3 dice. That's interesting. Wake ups weren't quite up where they should have been. Pickups weren't, but others were pretty good rolls from what I'm seeing. The ogres had decent dice too. They rolled a lot of dice. Boneheads were a little bit rough, but not terrible for the number that he threw. Just not throw. Got plenty of pals. Plenty of pals on these 3 dies. Forced to take a dub skull. Feels bad, man. Double pal. Ah, inefficient. Inefficient. But not bad. Not bad. So the ogres are picking up a little bit of SPP, but not the most. Green Elves and Kane's Night Witches. This is one that I'm supposed to watch turn 8 and turn 15 of this. So picking up the MVP on him. Not leveling off of it. Glornil leveling on the MVP. 12 for the Elves to 13 SPP for the Orcs. The Elves win it, but the Orcs got more SPP. 39 blocks to 22. That's the tail of it. Twice as many. Got some injuries off of it. How are the dice? Orcs got pretty good dice. Less rolls on the 2s and 1s, more rolls on the 5s and 6s. Pickups did not work, though. The pickups did not want to work. Really stupid. The troll did not want to do things. Block dice also coming out all right. How are the elves? That's pretty good elf dice. Not terrible. Jump up working. Getting the passes, the catches, the dodges were not quite where elves should be, but maybe you made some cage dives. Really good block dice for the elves, considering. Just not a lot of both downs or skulls. Plenty of pals and push pals. So let's go into this. We're going to do this live. There we go. I was going to say, we're going to do this live. We're supposed to look at turn 8 for the orcs and turn 15, 16. So I'm just doing this live. I don't actually know what I'm doing, but we're going to do this live. We're just going to wing it. I don't need to prepare for anything. Just going to wing it. All right. And skip the team presentation. Skip the team presentation. Sorry, I'm checking my Discord too. I got people bugging me. Apparently, I'm a popular man right now. All right. Let's go to turn 8. We're going to push our way downfield because we are orcs. We're caging. No cage. We lost the ball. And it looks like the elves scored. Drat. The elves, the dreaded elves, stole the ball from us and scored. We shall punish them for it. Okay. Not turn 7. All right. Turn 8 for the orcs. Here we are. We got a thrower. Way the heck back here. We're going to have to break this screen somehow. Get out of my way. I need to score now. Oh, now we're going to push him again because we only want to make 1 dodge. Got him. Get out of the way, elf. You've already scored. It's my turn. All right. All right. All right. How much of a pass is this? How hard of a pass? Oh, to a goblin. To the goblin. And he gets it. Okay. I was going to say, we're not going to throw this goblin army. That would be terrible. We're just basing everything so the elves don't try any shenanigans in case the ball drops. All right. Now we're going to go handoff to this blitzer because Fatty, it's his turn. All right, we made it. Now we just need a 3+. Got it. And a couple go for it. And we score. That was a very green elf play. Very, very green elf play. All right. So next, we're supposed to check turn. Let's check Discord. It was turn 15. Okay. All right. All right. Switch views. We're going to skip forward to 15 because we don't care about what happens until where Wukong told us we had to check. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Was it your turn? Okay. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a 1% play on turn 15. Okay. Okay. No, that's not right. Okay. All right. And it's the elves' drive. So the elves are supposed to be scoring here to win. But the orcs have caged with at least one guard corner that's strength 4 also. All right, we're setting up. Okay. Just got to get in there and get the ball, and then we can win. Oh, got to get the canoring threat down there. It's a GFI with that blitzer. Oh, man. The one die does it. So he rolls a casual 6. Doesn't break armor, but turns it over. Can he get the ball, though? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Witch El's doing things. And I guess we didn't do it with the witch because we want to pass. Yeah, I want to pass. Catch, because elves are good at the ball. All right, now we got to go over and mark this guy up. We did it. Look, elves doing it over the green elves. Poor green elves. All right. Oh, no. That's a critical time to go stupid. Troll. Megalodon. Why? So I apologize. I know other people have forwarded me some turns to do. Keep doing it. I'll catch up on this eventually. I do intend to show the plays that you want to watch. But again, like I said, I'm a little behind. And a little overworked and underpaid. Alright. So, probably the elves score. Unless we can base the ball. Oh, disaster! The flames on your shoulder pads, unfortunately, don't make you go faster. That is a myth, Mr. Orc. And if you're the elves here, probably you just run down and score because you have a GFI. So you can't afford... Yeah, you can't afford to waste your precious reroll in case you tripwire. Kane's Night Witch is taking it back on turn 15 after the Orcs pulled a magic turn 8 to score. The Orcs had the ball, and just elves do elf things. Probably there's a one-turn attempt here. I've got the Goblin. So let's go to the setup. See how this goes. Unfortunately, you do have to hand the ball off to the Goblin to try the one turn. You do have to hand it off. You can't pass it. So that kind of is what it is. I wish that I could... Why is the Goblin back here? No, no, no. Little guy goes up here. No, no, no. Put the little man up here. There you go. Good. Good, good, good. I was going to get nervous there. I don't even play in this league, and I got nervous for that play. Man. Look how invested you got me. All right. Come on, kick. Oh, he has kick. And a blitz. Oh, and that's it right there. You need some kickoff return. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, feels bad, man. So we're just going to take some blocks and try and get some SPP. Get in a pow. But it didn't hurt him. Punching the next guy. He goes down too. Alright, are we going to make this with the troll? We are. Nope. No, we're not. So we got a blitz. Probably, yep. Oh, I'm going to blitz with him, because it'll be a 3-die. We're going to blitz with... Is he on 5 SPP or something? Nope. Got him. And this is where, in any other league, you foul. But in this league, that's not allowed. So who's going to... 2 out of 6 is going to take it. Buddy fails to pick up. Might as well re-roll it. Fails it again. Feels bad, man. And that's how the Elves win it. So the Elves win it. I think we already looked at the dice. Feels bad, man, for them to take it the end like that with basically a 1-in-3 blitz and get it. Lumberjack Lap Dancer's not in the face. 3-3 draw. Woodies versus Pro Elves. How rough. Looking to have leveled and then rolled the MVP. Leveling a lineman, nope. Just nope. 50 blocks for the Woodies to 26 for the Pro Elves. Only getting twice as many injuries and 5 times as many removals, as many KOs for it. So that's some violent Wood Elves. 6, 10, 14, 19, 24 versus 7, 9, 14, 22. So the Woodies got more SPP, even though it was an even game. 6 passes and 11 catches. That's interesting. That's interesting right there. Not bad dice. Not great block dice. Not great. Little bit heavy on skulls. But not forced to take any, so irrelevant. Pretty good dice for him. Not bad. So the dice seemed lopsided for not in the face, please, as far as the block dice. The numbered dice seemed fine. Picking up some levels there on the Pro Elves. Operation U-Tree versus LA. Operation U-Tree taking it 2-1 over the LA Lionhearts. Throwing more blocks, same number of injuries. So the human team acting like an AB7 team. Still getting some good SPP, getting 17. The Elves picking up 18. So that was close on SPP. Close on SPP. Even though it was 2-1. Got at least a pass because these can't both be TDs. Elf dice were elf dice. Decent block dice too. Human dice were not great, but were human dice. They were, little heavy on the 2s compared to the 5s. And the 3s compared to the 4s. Block dice working out though, like the pals. So, not getting the dice he needed, but getting dice that were close. Holy Moonsault versus Earthquake Valley Vipers. 6-1. Poor Underworld. 6-1. 6, 10, 14, 15, 18, 25, 26, 35. 35 SPP. I think that's your SPP to beat. 35 to 12. Poor Underworld just getting beat up. 3 injuries to 2 injuries and a kill. 5 KOs. Just getting out removed and looking like the Elves just got the dice they needed. That's the tail of it right there. That's a fair number of extra 1s. Block dice worked relatively okay, though. The Elves, fairly balanced. Lots of both downs, but they probably have block because they're Elves. 6-1. That is a thing. Mini Moody Gets versus Siberian Hopscotch Mafia. This was a 1-2 for the Underworld. Underworld taking it. Good on you, mate. How's the SPP look? Not much SPP. 11 for the Hopscotch Mafia and 8 for the Underworld. Does not compute. How has 5-3 and 3? This was an admin game. And the SPP does not compute. Something's wrong with this page. Yeah, because this was an admin game. My bad. I'm sorry, but at least you got some SPP there. Alright. Boop! Holy. Get an MVP on the tree. That's awesome. Losing 2-1. These dwarves, man, are on a tear. The dwarves showing that they're the unexpected party to come win this. Getting 13 SPP to 8. Lots of blocks, lots of KOs, 1 injury, not a lot of injuries, not a lot of SPP for those poor dwarves. But getting enough SPP and leveling a Troll Slayer. The elves got plenty good enough elf dice. The block dice were a little bit rough on them since the dwarves all have block. The dwarves, I don't know if these are good dice on the numbered dice. Those are not bad block dice though, since everyone has block. Those are not bad. Those are, I mean, they're pretty average, 19 of everything. Pretty average dice for them. But again, it's hard to say with these dice whether the elves got all the 6s on armor breaks or not. They appear to have been doing things. The dwarves appear to have done things except for Dauntless. Holy Frenzied Leapers versus Great Balls of Ice. The Bear getting the MVP. Hopefully he's okay. And an Ulfwerener leveling. 16 armor breaks to 6. 1 pass to 2. That is a lot of blocks to only get 3 injuries. 80 blocks, 3 injuries, 5 KOs. 40 blocks, basically 3 KOs. That is interesting. The Norse getting a good 18 SPP versus 10 for the Kislev. The Elves are really just running away with this SPP in this league. That is just insane. Leap's working all right. Loner not working. Bonehead not quite behaving as well as he should have. A little bit heavy on the low end, these dice. Dear God, were these heavy on the low end. Never had to take a skull, just had to re-roll a couple. So, hashtag re-roll management. Good job. But these are not good block dice. You're missing some of your pows and some of your both downs. And against Norse, both downs don't help. Great Balls of Ice getting a lot of 3s, but other than catching, it looks like they were able to do what they wanted on 3s. Lots of skulls, but re-rolled 1, re-rolled 2, re-rolled a dub skull. So he had to re-roll quite a number of skulls, but it seemed like he always had re-rolls. Wasn't forced to take a skull, and that is a lot of blocks. So that's how we stand there. So let's take a look at the leaderboard since we haven't for a while. Operation U-Tree is on top, but Unexpected Party is only 2 points behind in the standings. And the Earthquake Valley Vipers are only 3 points behind in the standings. After that, you got a little bit of a gap to the Green Elves, who have 8 points instead of 12. So that's a little bit of a gap. More Wood Elves, Kislev. So, Wood Elf, Dwarf. The Dwarves, to me, are the surprise. But I guess in a league where everyone's going dodge, don't you know that tackle and block everywhere is pretty good. Ogre's coming in last. Hopefully Commissar Yarrick can pick that up and crush some more things. Oh, that's right. Let's look at, what team was that? Consulus's team is the Mini Moody Gets. Let's see if that was this week. Where are the Mini Moody Gets? Oh no, because this was an admin game, right? Oh, so that was week 4 that he had the Hail Mary pass that didn't work. Man. All right, next week we've got Dwarves versus Ogres. That's going to be interesting. I think that'll be one that's hard for the Dwarves, actually, even though they got some Dauntless. The Mini Moody Gets, Underworld versus Great Balls of Ice. Norse definitely have an advantage. Earthquake Valley Vipers versus Holy Frenzied Leapers. Where are Earthquake Valley Vipers? High Elf versus Holy Frenzied Leapers are Kislev. That'll be an interesting one. High Elves versus Kislev. We've got Not in the Face Please, Wood Elves versus Kislev, Hibernian Hopscotch Mafia. Dark Elves versus Holy Moonsault. So Scambammer, let's see how the teams are coming along. Scambammer, 14-20. You, sir, are insane. Not taking leap before, so all of his leaps are 3+s. Look at this. He's almost completed the very long legs. His team hasn't gotten any better for it, but it has gotten a lot bloatier. Siberian Hopscotch Mafia, 1270 Kislev. How are they doing? Guard, a couple dodges, strip tackle, movement tackle. So coming along, having a little bit of trouble, I think, in the leveling department. Yeah, it looks like he's had some low-scoring games. So having a little trouble with Kislev, but early on, that's not surprising. He still doesn't have any blocking skills, so that's not help. That's not helping. When strip ball is your only blocking skill, it's not surprising that you'll run into some dice. But maybe he's playing the long game. Expletive deleted. HOLI had a 0-5 game. Other than that, kind of reasonable scores. Getting a lot of blocking skills. Movement 9, we have some one-turners. Grab and guard on the tree. Always good to get those skills. Strong arm on the thrower. We're going on an and leader because we need efficiency in this league. We need efficiency. When everyone's bloating, we need efficiency. Holy Frenzied Leapers, Kislev Circus 1500. This one's coming along a little bit better. Getting block everywhere. Got a strength up. That is amazing for cage breaking. And got guard. So this guy's team is having a little bit more success. And I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like the success is why this team is coming along better, not that them coming along better is causing success. I feel like having the success is giving him the SPP he needs to level up his guys. Whereas Siberian Hopscotch Mafia probably has had trouble getting the SPP, and thus it builds on itself. When you're playing against elves that are just taking off, not getting the SPP early will make it harder to get the SPP later. Which I kind of hate about long seasons. This is a long season. That's kind of something that happens, but hopefully he'll stay in there. A Velociraptor, Great Balls of Ice. Strength up Berserker, so we've got an extra Ulf on this team. We've got a 3 Ulf build so far. 2 of them have block, one of them has jump up. Catch and dodge on the runner is interesting. Kickoff return and sure hands on the thrower. I love it. I love it. He's going in on this passing game here. Next up, Unexpected Party, which is the unexpected second place. Picking up block on his runners, picking up dodge on a couple pieces. Those blodge elves or those blodge dwarves are a terror. Diving tackle on a blitzer. That is ridiculous. And guard, juggernaut, guard, picking up some standard dwarf skills. 4 rerolls. Not sure what he does with all of those with so many skills as he has. So he's probably greed rerolling some dice. Cantilus. Horns on a goblin. I love it for cage diving. Hail Mary pass on a goblin. I apologize for missing your week 4 game where you had the Hail Mary pass. But the replay's not here. I apologize. I'm sad that I missed it. Hit me up in Discord next time. I will try and stay on top of this. Hit me up in Discord when you get some fun stuff again. I don't check YouTube as often, and I apologize. I feel terrible that I missed that play. But, his team's coming along a little bit. He's got a couple goblins leveled. He took horns on a troll, which I guess it makes 3 dice easier. Sempitu coming along with his high elves. Oh boy, he's got some stats. That's scary. Agi 5 is going to do some gross things. Blodge tackle, going to do some gross things. Strong arm, he rolled doubles on the thrower for the living the dream if he picks up Agi. Or not Agi, accurate. Just be throwing passes like crazy. He also has a 1-turner in the works with this movement 9. Got some blodge, a wrestle, a dodge. Coming along nicely. High elves at 1500 are still below the power curve. He still needs to get up on that curve. Gretzet's human team. Ooh, I like this. He's going with wrestle, pass block. Yes! Yes, we have pass block and catch. I love this with this many elves. I hope that this pays dividends in the back half of the season. I hope that you steal some passes, man. But I like this. He's got so much block starting off, and actually got dodge on one of them, that taking wrestle on the lineman is good. I like it. He's got accurate and pass block. So many rerolls, though. Cut some of these rerolls. I don't know why. What you're doing. I hope you're using the rerolls. I guess it's okay if you're using them, but that's a lot. 350 TV and rerolls. You're really at take 200 of that. If you're really at 1290. Or no, I'm sorry. You're at 1380. You're really at 1280 if you take all those rerolls off. Squiggy 1981 with his Wood Elves, not in the face, please. Got some good war dancers. No. This is not allowed in this league. You can't have two catchers with guard. That's just gonna break everything. It's like those dwarves rolling dodge on everyone. You're just gonna break things. Why you gotta do that? Um, you know, he's putting in some high scoring games also. Going to the last page, we've got Irredeemables, Kane Witch Elves, Kane's Night Witches, 1350. Coming along, he's going in on pass with accurate and dodge. Maybe people are ball hawking, so he's got that for the dump off. Dump off cost me an underroll game recently. No, it didn't, but it made it sad when my Goblin Blitz into the cage didn't work because he dumped off to another elf. Elves are just so good at the ball plays. Block on a witch. The other witch is close to leveling. Starting to blodge up the blitzers. Kick is always good. So, slowly developing, but, picked up a second witch there. Leapers of Faith. Block, block, block. Guard, guard, strip. Agi, block. Agi 5 with leap. That is just blah. That's gross. That guy's gross. But this is a good team. Getting the block, getting some guard that's going to help him. He's, a couple of these Kislev teams, the two of them seem to be having success. Kislev are hard to play early on, though. So, I don't know where they are on the leaderboard. They're not as high on the leaderboard. Why are there two Green Elves teams? I don't understand why there's two Green Elves teams. The Green Elves are the ones to watch. Okay. The other one must have been like a filler. Right, because there's not two Green Elves this week. The Green Elves. Yeah, okay. One of them was just filler. So we will look at the Green Elves, not Green Elves. Lumberjack Lap Dancers. 1570. Good old Pro Elves. They got pass block. They got leader. Leap and block on a catcher. Blodging up some of the blitzers with diving tackle. Agi 5 is always gross. Another leap. So they've got two catchers with leap. Tackle. They got a 3 catcher, 2 blitzer with a thrower. They can score. Scoring should not be hard for this team. That's interesting. We'll get to that. All right. Operation U-Tree. 1500. Just 1500. Guard on the tree. Block lineman. Guard lineman. Blodge step is always good. Again, blodge step is good. So you've got an annoying word answer and a get the ball word answer. Catcher. Plenty of good work coming out of this team. 1500 is good. Nice team value. Ogres at 1410. The Ogres are keeping up in team value, right? So they're a little behind in the win department, but they're keeping up in team value. They got an Agi 3 ball carrier Ogre. Yes. They got 2 guard. They got a strong arm for the throw teammate. They have a catch Noblar and a sure feet Noblar for the one turn. So he's keeping up in the TV, which is good. It's good to see him keeping up. He's not bloaty, but he's keeping up. Last but not least, we got the Green Elves. 1480 Orcs. Tackle, 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 guard, guard, guard. Block accurate. And that's it. So leveling up the blitzers, always good. Getting a lot of guard, which helps him push his way down the pitch. He's got a pending level. That's probably that's guard because I don't think you're allowed Mighty Blow. So that's going to be guard. Just going to make Strength 4 hard to move. So once again, I apologize for being so far behind on these. I'm going to try and do better keeping up. But this is Goblin Marine with your Week 4 and Week 5 recap of the Holy League. Signing out.